Welcome back to the dive into the multiverse. If you're just joining us, you need to hit pause right now and go listen to Chapter 1 because we're in the middle of our massive double feature launch event.
That's right. Because while the explosive events of Chapter 1 were unfolding in the Ghostbusters firehouse, the exact same multiversal breach was happening concurrently in Angel Grove. Today, we are breaking down The Journey Begins, Chapter 2.
Picture sitting in a movie theater for this massive cinematic double feature premiere. Because while that explosive first alliance we talked about was being forged in a garage, a completely different kind of recruitment was happening at the exact same time.
Yeah, and it is a brilliant contrast. I mean, on one side of the multiverse, you have pure chaos, but on the other, in this quiet living room, we're following our first-person narrator, Alex Fisk, as he tries to recruit a legendary hero.
Right. So our mission for today's deep dive is Chapter 2. We are digging into how Alex, acting as a Nexus Anchor, pulls Billy Cranston into the fold.
And it starts with Alex manifesting as this blue holographic projection directly into Billy's living room.
Which is wild. And as a Nexus Anchor, which, is someone who tethers and navigates between realities, Alex expects some confusion. But Billy just looks at him and goes, "Is this Alex?"
Yeah, which is just this mind-bending moment of multiversal randomness. I mean, Alex realizes he might not be the exact variant Billy knows, but the fact that Billy recognizes him at all, it just proves how beautifully chaotic and overlapping these infinite realities can be.
Wait, I am stuck on Billy's reaction here, though. Alex warns him about this invading force, the Dark Aether.
Right, the dimension of the undead.
Exactly. And Billy instantly starts asking if the zombies pose a kinetic threat or if it's a viral pathogen. Like, isn't that a bit cold? He's treating an interdimensional zombie breach like a lab experiment.
Well, I mean, it seems cold until you realize how Billy's mind is wired. Billy is intrinsically linked to the Morphin Grid. And think of the grid as this cosmic, infinite internet of raw energy that powers reality.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so for someone who's constantly tapped into that network, infinite possibilities aren't magic to panic over. They are simply data sets waiting to be analyzed.
That actually makes perfect sense. And the data they discuss is just incredible. Alex pitches this theoretical hybrid of grid bioenergy and protonic particle physics.
Which is basically mashing up Power Ranger and Ghostbuster tech.
Right, and the mechanics of why that works are fascinating.
Totally, because Ghostbuster tech traps localized spectral energy. But if you infuse it with grid bioenergy, they're essentially creating a multiversal net. They're designing a system capable of snaring threats from across infinite dimensions.
So, okay, they have the theoretical science figured out, but a good equation does not build trust, let alone an entire team.
No, it doesn't. And the text makes this very deliberate shift here. It moves abruptly from cold science to raw emotion. Alex opens up about his late father, sharing this really profound personal moment of grief.
Yeah, and that shared vulnerability is what actually grounds the whole scene. They realize they have this shared moral baseline.
Right, the absolute belief that power must be used to protect others, never for personal gain.
Exactly. And that is the real foundation of this multiversal alliance. It highlights this universal truth for you listening. Pure logic can only take a partnership so far.
It is emotional resonance that actually bridges the divide between strangers.
And they find that common ground just in the nick of time. Because suddenly, a jagged red tear opens right there in the living room.
Yeah, cue the guttural moans of the Dark Aether undead pouring through.
Billy does not even flinch. He hits his iconic Triceratops morph. But the real spectacle isn't the armor. It's how they solve the breach together.
It's so good. Alex tries to hold the portal shut, but he just lacks the raw power.
So Billy physically grabs Alex's shoulder and starts transferring raw grid bioenergy directly into him. How does that energy transfer actually work to close a dimensional rift?
Well, think of the rift as a bleeding wound in reality. Alex has the functional ability to close it, but not the physical stamina. So, by acting as a battery, Billy gives Alex this sudden surge of bioenergy to essentially cauterize the dimensional tear.
Sealing it shut from the outside in.
Exactly. The execution is flawless.
It really is. And right as the rift seals, Alex opens a clean white portal to the mindscape, this purely mental dimension that serves as their new nexus.
And driven by that undeniable logic and their newly discovered shared morals, Billy just steps right through.
Which leaves a pretty heavy question for you listening. If a holographic stranger appeared in your living room today, warning of an interdimensional threat, would you have the courage to step through that portal?
Man, that is a lingering thought.
Right. And consider this. Alex calls his imagination a possibility engine. If every creative thought builds a bridge to a new dimension, what realities are your own stray daydreams creating right now?
I really appreciate you watching. Check back soon for the next installment.